Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn a lesson from ninth standards English book, fifth lesson, and the name of the lesson is the necklace. You know the meaning of necklace? Necklace is an ornament which ladies used to wear around their necks. It is of different kinds and you know much more about it. But before starting the lesson, let's have some discussion. I have some questions for you. What you have to do is try and give the answer in your mind. Okay? So let's start. The first question is, do you like jewelry and ornaments? How many of you like jewelry and ornaments? I know more than 90% of you persons like jewelries and ornaments. Whether you are a boy or a girl, both persons like ornaments. My next question is, do you like to dress up for special occasions? How do you do that? On the special occasions like marriage parties or birthday parties, do you like to wear new and fancy clothes? I know all of you like to wear new clothes on such occasions. Next question. What makes a person happy and confident during special functions and parties? When you go to a party or on a special occasion, you visit there. If you want to feel confident, what you should have? You should have new and fancy clothes and ornaments and the amount of freshness you need on your face. These things makes you confident, right? Okay. So now I am going to give you a task. And the task is creating an imaginary persona of yourself. You all know who you are, but you all also know that who you want to be are, right? So I am giving you an activity on that. Go through your textbook. There are two columns, real self and imaginary persona. I know that you all know everything about yourself. But what you have to do is create an imaginary persona of yourself. That means think that you are a super person, like you are Narendra Modi, Mr. Narendra Modi, or you are the hero of Bollywood like Shah Rukh Khan or Rajnikant. For girls, you can say you consider yourself as Lata Mangeshkar or an heroine from a Bollywood industry. Thinking you in that persona, write some initial details about yourself in that box. You can do it very easily. Like if I have to do that, how would I do that? Like I will say, my name is Shah Rukh Khan. I am tall and strongly built. I am fair enough. I can do imaginary things in my movies. I can become a superhero and I can become the savior of needies in my films. All people love me very much. Everyone wants to meet me, everyone wants to chat with me. I am the celebrity of my society. Like that, you can think yourself as an imaginary person and you have to write that down. Okay? Now, let's move to the real topic, and the name of the topic is the necklace. First of all, what we will do? We will read the paragraphs and then we will try to understand the meaning of that paragraph. Okay? Before starting the lesson, I want you to tell something, and that is, this is a kind of a story. The necklace is a kind of a story, and in this story there are many characters. And the lead character of the story is Mathilda, a girl who was very beautiful. and the story revolves around her. But within the story, there are many characters. What you have to do? You have to make a list of all the characters involved in the story throughout our learning process. Okay? So let's start. The necklace, part 1, first part. Matilda was a very pretty and charming girl, born as if an error of fate. Error of fate? Durdeva. Into a family of clerks. She had no means of becoming known, understood, loved, or be wedded to an aristocrat. And so she let herself be married to a minor official at the Ministry of Education. So see, in the first paragraph only, we are introduced with the lead character of our story. The name of the lead character is Matilda. Now Matilda is a very pretty and charming girl. She was very beautiful. But by an error of fate, Durdeva Mule, she was born in the family of clerks. Clerks, Babu, you know? Babu's family is a poor family. Their earnings are limited. So there are very less facilities in their homes. So she was also born in the family of clerks. And as she was born in the family of clerks, she has nothing to make her known, make her popular. No one is there to love her. No one is there to understand her. And that is why she was wedded to a clerk who was working in the Ministry of Education. She wanted to marry an aristocrat. Aristocrat means rich person. She wanted to marry a rich person. But as she was born in the family of clerk, she was poor. She has to marry a clerk who was working in the Ministry of Education. Right? Moving to the next paragraph. She dressed plainly because she had never been able to afford anything better. She suffered endlessly, feeling she was entitled to all the luxuries of life. She suffered because of her shabby, poorly furnished house. All these things that another woman of her class would not even have noticed tormented her and made her resentful. She dreamed of a grand palatial palace, mansion, with vast rooms and inviting smaller rooms perfumed for afternoon chats with close friends. Now, getting into the details of Matilda, I want you to let you know that she used to dress very plainly. That means she used to wear simple clothes. Why? Because she was poor. She cannot afford anything better than that. Her family was poor. She was married to a minor official in the Ministry of Clerk. So she had no extra money to buy fancy dresses. So she used to wear very simple dresses. And even though she was very beautiful, she thought as she was very beautiful, she should have all the luxuries of life. But the reality was she was poor. And that is why she could not have the luxuries of life. And that thing made her restless. She used to feel unhappy about it. Her house, talking about her house was shabby, poorly furnished, padka ghar, zunat ghar, and in that house she used to live. And you know, if your house is shabby, then you have to work hard to maintain it. And the same thing was continued with the Matilda also. She also had to work hard in that house. She used to do all the daily chores of her house. And as She used to think that if she is so beautiful, she must belong to a rich family. She used to also think that a rich woman of her class would not have noticed these small things of shabby house and terminated house. But as Mathilda was poor, she had to do all these things with great distress. But her dreams were very high. Her dreams were very high. She has imaginations about a palace, a mansion, a big house like Raj Mahal. She dreamed about a Raj Mahal where big rooms are available, and along that big rooms there are smaller rooms where you can chat with your friends, and the rooms will be perfumed. You will feel the fragrance of that smell everywhere, and you will feel happy while chatting with your friends. Her imagination was really up to the next level. Let's move to the next paragraph. Yet she had no rich dresses, no jewels, nothing. And these were the only things she loved. She wanted so much to charm, to be envied, to be sought after. As she was poor, she has no rich dresses. She has no jewels, no ornaments, nothing she has. But still, she loved all that things only. She loved jewels, she loved ornaments, she loved fancy and rich clothes, she loved mansions, palaces. But the reality is, she don't have all that. But she wanted to be like that. She wanted rich clothes, ornaments, jewels, so that people should envy her. She should be looking charming and everyone should look after her. But you know the reality was different from her imagination. Move forward. One evening, her husband came home with an air of triumph, holding a large envelope in his hand. "Look," he said, "here is something for you." She tore open the paper and drew out the card on which was printed the words. See, one day, after finishing his job, her husband came back home with an envelope, lifafa, and offering that envelope to his wife, he said, "Look, I have brought something for you." He was in a great excitement of triumph, as if he have won a battle. जसं काही त्याने युद्ध जिंकलं आहे अशा प्रकारचा भाव चेहऱ्यावर घेऊन तो एनवलप त्याच्या पत्नीकडे सादर करतो. She took that envelope, tore it out and took out a card. In that envelope there was a card. She took out that card and on that card was printed some words. Something was written on that card. What words are there? See, the Minister of Education and Mr. George Rampaniu request the pleasure of Mr. and Mrs. Lois's company at the ministry on the evening of Monday, January 18th. What was written? It was an invitation card, and on that invitation card they are invited on a special function which was going to happen on 18th January, and the day was Monday. And according to her husband, it was a grand party, and that is why he was so happy to offer that envelope to his wife. But before going forward, I want you to find out the answer of this question. Do you think that Mr. and Mrs. Mathilda will attend that party, will go to that party, or they will stay at home? You have to give that answer to me when I will join you with the next video. Till then, go through this video again and learn properly.